The NBA is one of the most exciting sports leagues in the world, featuring some of the most talented athletes on the planet. However, with intense competition and high stakes, it's no surprise that tensions can rise and tempers can flare. In this video, we'll be taking a look at some of the NBA's most infamous feuds between players who just can't seem to get along. Kobe Bryant versus Shaquille O'Neal. One of the most well-known feuds in NBA history is that between Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, two of the biggest stars of their generation. Despite winning 3 championships together with the Los Angeles Lakers, the two had a notoriously rocky relationship, with both players taking shots at each other in the media. Bryant accused O'Neal of being lazy and out of shape, while O'Neal mocked Bryant's shooting ability and accused him of being a ball hog. Their feud came to a head in 2003 when O'Neal was traded to the Miami Heat. Bryant went on to win 2 more championships without O'Neal, while O'Neal won another championship of his own with the Heat. Although the two have since made peace and have even been seen hanging out together, their feud remains one of the most iconic in NBA history. LeBron James versus Paul Pierce. LeBron James and Paul Pierce were two of the biggest stars in the Eastern Conference during the late 2000s and early 2010s, and their rivalry was intense both on and off the court. The two frequently faced off in playoff battles, with James' Cleveland Cavaliers and Pierce's Boston Celtics trading blows for years. Off the court, Pierce and James also had their fair share of run-ins. Pierce famously mocked James' decision to join the Miami Heat, and James fired back by referring to Pierce as bitter and jealous. Despite their feud, both players have spoken highly of each other in recent years, with Pierce even admitting that he was wrong to criticize James' decision. Michael Jordan versus Isiah Thomas. One of the oldest feuds on this list dates back to the late 1980s, when Michael Jordan and Isiah Thomas were two of the biggest stars in the NBA. The Detroit Pistons and the Chicago Bulls were fierce rivals, with Thomas and his Pistons famously employing a physical, bruising style of play to try to stop Jordan and the Bulls. Their feud reached its peak during the 1991 All-Star Game, when Jordan allegedly told the Eastern Conference coach that he didn't want Thomas on the team. Thomas was ultimately left off the roster, and Jordan later admitted that he had played a role in the decision. The two have since made peace, but their feud remains one of the most memorable in NBA history. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think these feuds between NBA players are good for the sport, or do they take away from the spirit of teamwork and sportsmanship that basketball is supposed to represent? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Kevin Durant versus Russell Westbrook. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook were once teammates on the Oklahoma City Thunder, and their partnership was one of the most fearsome in the NBA. However, their relationship eventually soured, with Durant leaving the Thunder to join the Golden State Warriors in 2016. Westbrook was reportedly hurt by the move, and the two have had a strained relationship ever since. Their feud has played out on the court as well, with Westbrook and Durant exchanging heated words during games and Westbrook appearing to take extra pleasure in beating Durant's Warriors. Although Durant has said that he has no hard feelings towards Westbrook, their feud remains one of the most talked about in the NBA. Shaquille O'Neal versus Dwight Howard. Shaquille O'Neal has had his fair share of feuds over the years, but his beef with Dwight Howard is one of the most notable. O'Neal famously referred to Howard as the Superman that's afraid of a little kryptonite during a 2008 playoff series between the Phoenix Suns and the Orlando Magic, and the two have been trading jabs ever since. Howard has said that he has no interest in being compared to O'Neal, while O'Neal has criticized Howard's lack of post moves and free throw shooting. Although the two have occasionally made peace, their feud remains one of the most entertaining in the NBA. Kobe Bryant versus Dwight Howard. Kobe Bryant and Dwight Howard were briefly teammates on the Lakers during the 2012-2013 season, but their partnership was short-lived and fraught with tension. Bryant was critical of Howard's work ethic and reportedly didn't think he was tough enough to play for the Lakers. While Howard was frustrated, with the way Bryant treated him. Their feud spilled over into the media, with both players taking shots at each other in interviews, although they have both said that they have no hard feelings towards each other. Their feud remains one of the most memorable in recent NBA history. Michael Jordan versus Reggie Miller. Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller were two of the most talented shooting guards of the 1990s, and their rivalry was intense both on and off the court. Miller was known for his trash-talking and his ability to hit clutch shots, while Jordan was arguably the greatest player of all time. Their feud reached its peak during the 1998 Eastern Conference Finals, when Miller's Indiana Pacers faced off against Jordan's Chicago Bulls. The two traded baskets and insults throughout the series, with Jordan famously telling Miller to enjoy the summer after hitting a game-winning shot in Game 3. Although they both said that they respect each other, their feud remains one of the most entertaining in NBA history. Rajon Rondo versus Chris Paul. Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul have had a long-standing feud that dates back to their playing days. The two were involved in a physical altercation during a game in 2018, with Rondo allegedly spitting on Paul and Paul retaliating with a punch. Their feud spilled over into the media, with both players taking shots at each other in interviews, although they both said that they have no hard feelings towards each other. Their feud remains one of the most memorable in recent NBA history. Draymond Green versus Kevin Durant. Draymond Green and Kevin Durant were teammates on the Golden State Warriors, but their relationship was strained from the start. Green reportedly called Durant a bitch during an argument on the court, and the two had to be separated by their teammates. Their feud reached its peak during a game in November 2018, when Green reportedly told Durant that the Warriors didn't need him to win championships. Durant responded by saying that he was going to leave the team at the end of the season, and their relationship never recovered. Although they both moved on to other teams, their feud remains one of the most memorable in recent NBA history. Russell Westbrook versus Kevin Durant. Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant were once teammates on the Oklahoma City Thunder, but their relationship was strained from the start. Westbrook was seen as the second fiddle to Durant, and the two reportedly had a tense relationship off the court. Their feud reached its peak in 2016, when Durant left the Thunder to join the Golden State Warriors. Westbrook was reportedly hurt and angry about the move, and the two took shots at each other in interviews and on social media. Although they both moved on to other teams, their feud remains one of the most memorable in recent NBA history. As we have seen, feuds between NBA players can be intense and long-lasting, and they often add to the excitement and drama of the sport. Whether it's Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James and Paul Pierce, or Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, these rivalries have helped make the NBA the entertaining and thrilling league it is today. Now, I want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite NBA feuds? Did we miss any in our list? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss a video about the latest NBA news, rumors, and controversies.